Or even if I can't, but I'm close enough, I would like to attack with my Tego or sneak attack.
Make a acrobatics check. No, it's an athletics check, sorry.
It was acrobatics for Ku.
It was, you're right. It was acrobatics for Ku because Ku was landing after having cast a jump spell.
Okay, that's cool. I can do strength.
Athletics is the jump that you need to make to jump up, a
I was
high
really
jump.
Banking on it being okay.
If you want to not do that.
No. I want to do it because I'm committing to it.
Okay.
Not a fail.
No.
But the lowest it could be.
But not a success either.
So do I end up next to him then?
Yeah, you end up,
prone? Or just didn't jump high enough?
Didn't jump high enough.
Okay, then I'd still like to sneak attack, but from his flank.
Okay.
On his back.
Go for it.
$18 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
10 plus 5 damage, 15 total.
All right. Zufu Long is, you can see Neris is flying in the ground. You're looking up at Zufu Long's head and you can see a wild look in his eyes, a frenzied look in his eyes.
So he's like right in front of me.
He's right above you.
Okay, so can't use crossbow because that'll have disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay. A wisdom saving throw of what?
15.
Yep. All right. He makes that save. So does that mean he doesn't take the damage?
Yeah, it means yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Zufu Long turns to Zane. And breathes fire on him.
Probably won't matter.
You guys.
Well, it might matter in that it won't instantly kill you.
Hey, at least Barak and Zane look like Nerissus now, hairless and charged.
You want to see Egyptian monks? What?
Oh, yeah. That's a satisfying noise, isn't it? Love that noise. Yeah.
42's dead. Dead.
42's dead.
The meaning of life.
All right. Let's go here. That'll be.
Yes, to roll 84. Oh,
I take 15 points of damage.
15?
Yeah.
Oh, I go down. But it's a. Oh, okay, 15 is the halves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I go down.
Yeah.
Well played there, Dragon.
Barak.
Will take 2 attacks.
You hasted, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I'm taking 3 attacks.
Miss. Oh, that's a hit because it's an extra run, or have you already added
I've
on
already
it?
added the extra.
That's a miss. That's a hit.
1 hit in there.
Yep. Is that 8 points of damage?
Yep.
How would you like to kill it?
Yes!
That's a tasty meatball.
Well, behind it, so I'm just gonna
Ram it up its Jackie. No. Sorry, go. Don't let me steal that thunder from you, please.
I'm just gonna swipe at the back of its legs and just cut open the back of its thigh and just watch it bleed out.
All right.
Don't watch it bleed out.
Zufu Long screams in agony as its writhing body falls to the ground with a thud.
All hail Barrack Dragon Slayer. Nice work.
Just hold the longsword up and like, the sword's not half bad.
Who's down?
I am.
Zane.
Zane, I cast a spare the dying on you.
Thank you.
I will move over and give you a potion if I have one. Check my inventory.
I have a few right through.
And are we still doing turns, or are we just
No, you can do what needs to be done.
okay? A potion for Ku.
Potion for Zane.
All right.
How much are the potions?
2d4 plus 2.
7, 8, 9. 9 for Ku.
Okay. Thank you. Who says?
Six. Thank you.
Right.
I would like to watch
Treasure.
roll up with my Tegra and be like, see the dragons down. Immediately, I want to start. I want to take out my dagger
Yep.
that was originally mine, and then Varg took and silvered, and it is memory to the half-orc token killer. I'm going to try and take the biggest part of dragon type and then I want to use my Tegra and decapitate him.
Roll a nature check.
And Barrack's going to go over and check on Neresis.
I don't like caves anymore.
They're growing, yeah.
You think that you might be able to carve out a decent chunk of dragon flesh, which might be tasty food. And you also think that if you had vials, you would be able to get some dragon blood.
I do have one.
I have some vials.
Okay. Well, I'll mention that, but what I was actually trying to do, not get like meat, but like actually get like hide to start turning into armor.
No, you can't do that.
I can't do that. I'll say that to the group then. I don't really know what I'm doing here, but maybe we can make good leather armor out of this. And I'll take my dragon flesh and my...
You can take a chunk of dragon flesh that weighs 30 pounds.
I'd like to wrap it in any of the clothing that any of the kobolds were wearing.
Yep. You've got vials, have you, Jimmy?
And I've got a flask, an empty flask.
Jimmy, are you there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You have, did you say you have vials?
I have. No, I don't have vials.
Okay, all right.
I have scroll cases.
No, scroll cases are no good to you in this circumstance.
I have an empty oil flask.
Empty oil flask. I'll say that's equivalent to 1 vial. You can have 1 vial of dragon blood. Jimmy, make an Arcana check.
Uh-huh.
I just gave you a potion of healing.
Yep.
Can we use the empty
Potion?
bottle of that? Then
Yep, that makes it.
Yeah, okay. You know that dragon blood is a reagent used in some potions.
Okay, believe it or not,
So you've got one vial of dragon blood.
Can we use the empty potion?
okay, in my
You've got empty potions. Wait.
in my equipment list, I have a vial of perfume.
Yes, if you want to empty that, you can have another vial of
I'm
dragon
going
blood.
to empty the vial of perfume, and I'm going to use it for dragon blood.
And yes, for the healing potions you've used, how many have been
Yep.
used?
Okay, that's another one.
I
Yep.
used one.
One for me and one for Nereus.
Okay.
So how about each three of us take 1 vial again then for the potions we gave?
Yeah.
So Nereus, you get a vial too. I've got 2 vials then, that flask and that healing potion.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Can I try and knock out any of its teeth?
No.
All right.
All right. What's next?
I'm looking around for treasure. Back towards the back of the cave.
There is treasure.
I'm going to whip out my wand and cast that trap
Oh, yes.
protection thing. So my
Okay.
second charge is the same day.
There are no traps there.
I am taking in all the treasure, starting from the most highest value, so platinum first. If I run out of room, I'm saying like I would use platinum.
140 platinum pieces.
Yep.
2,300 gold pieces. 12,000 silver pieces. 1,200 copper pieces.
Yep.
There are 2 silk robes with gold embroidery, a bronze crown, a brass mug with jade inlay.
Sorry, hang on here.
Yep.
Bronze crown.
Bronze crown, yes.
Yep. And what was the next one?
Brass mug with jade inlay.
Brass. Jade.
A gold ring set with bloodstones. There is a vial of something. There is a wand of something. There is a quiver of arrows that feel a bit special. And there is a saddle that feels a bit special.
All of it goes into my bag.
Well, does all of it fit?
How much weight do you have? You equate that all to me.
Well,
Do we have a little bit of time?
We do now, I guess.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic as a ritual spell, which will take 11 minutes.
13 to...
I've got a wand to detect hidden doors and traps. It has 3 charges of it. When did you get that? Last set. And Jimmy is wearing your cloak.
Weapons.
I didn't get any weapons yet. I only got quiver of arrows, a wand, and a vial. All of them are something. There's a ring set with bloodstones, which I'm hoping is something for me. There's a saddle, 2 silk robes, a brass mug with jade inlay, and a bronze crown.
The coins alone weigh 270 pounds.
I will tell everyone that I can't take all these coins. How's about you guys take all the silver and copper, and I'll take the gold and platinum into my bag.
I can probably carry just coins alone. About
No, you can't.
up to, well, yeah, the bags and stuff, right?
No, I've just added the weight of the coins into your sheet in order to figure out how much they weigh. And you were...
Yeah, I was just about to say, I've got 180 pounds of my heavily encumbered.
Yeah.
So,
1,300, you were up to 330 pounds, which meant you were immobile.
yeah.
How much?
So I'm carrying 87 at the moment. So I can
How
probably
much can you
9.
carry without changing your speed?
Without changing my speed, like 3 pounds. But that puts me encumbered. But I can probably take about 90 pounds before
Okay.
I get into heavily encumbered.
All right, so 90 pounds. How much does the saddle weigh, please?
Oh,
Sorry.
that's right. That's right. That's what I'm here for. Kind of.
I could probably take all the rest of the coin. I've got about 150 pounds left, so I can take 50 pounds. Coin? Yeah. But then nothing else goes
30 pounds.
30 pounds? So how much can you take of the coin again? It was about 200.
Well, I can carry probably up to 92 pounds of gear.
Okay.
So I could probably carry the saddle and then 62 pounds of coins in bags strapped
Yep.
to it.
Yep. How much coin was there again, Rowie, in weight? Sorry.
270 pounds.
70, damn.
Probably a little bit less than that, purely because the longsword as well. Weighs.
Can Neresis and Jimmy carry anything?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, how strong are you guys? Do you guys want to?
I fall over in a strong breeze.
Yep. So okay, I'm just going to take the platinum and the gold pieces, and I'm going to.
So I'm at 90.4.
I reckon you should take 90 pounds of silver then.
Yeah,
However much that is.
89 pounds.
Yeah. And I'm just going to take the platinum and the gold. So gold is 2,300 gold pieces plus 140 platinum.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I take in terms of the treasure.
Mm-hmm.
The copper piece is only 120 gold. 1,200, like there's no point.
Yeah.
And then there's 1,200 again in silver pieces in gold value. Yes, I'm going to take the gold and the platinum.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll take the saddle and however much silver you can take.
How much?
29 pounds worth of silver.
Mm-hmm. What is it? It's 50 coins to a pound, right?
Yeah.
29, did you say?
Yeah, 29.
So 1,450.
I'll say to the rest of the guys, there's a lot of silver if you want it, but I can't carry it, and Barrack's done too.
That actually, calculating this saddle weight, actually have more. Yeah, I can actually carry another. My math is off. I can carry another 30 pounds.
Another 1,500.
That's roughly 3,000.
Jimmy and Neresis, do you want to take silver pieces?
Yeah, I can take some.
How much can you take? How many pounds of it can you take before you're encumbered or heavily encumbered or whatever? What's the limit you guys are setting for yourselves?
I was saying encumbered.
Encumbered.
Yeah, don't want to go
It's up
above
to you
encumbered.
guys.
I don't know.
It's 15 times, your maximum weight is 15 times your strength.
It says encumbered weight for me is 40 pounds, and I'm at 38.
So you can carry 2 pounds worth of
Are we
coins
We're still using variant encumbrance, correct?
on this because it does it.
Oh, right, yeah.
I'll take 5, and then it'll just put me a little bit into encumbered.
If you're encumbered, you're encumbered. So I'm going to take 40 pounds then, because then we'll all be encumbered. I can do 40 pounds easy.
Yeah, take up your limit.
Heavily encumbered just before. Yeah, okay, I'll take 40 pounds.
That's 2,000.
Okay, I can take 45 pounds.
So,
How much is that? 4,450?
silver,
2,250.
2,000 for me. I'm going to say 2,000 for Neresis.
Well, hang on. So Neresis, what is it? What's the maximum you can take before you are heavily encumbered?
Oh, heavily encumbered is 80 pounds, and I'm at 38.
Take 40, so you have a 2 pound buffer.
2,000 silver pieces.
Okay.
So how many have you got total
So
now?
between Jimmy, me, and Neresis, we have 6,250, leaving 5,750 for you to take.
I'm carrying 1,950. Oh, no, 2,950.
2,950?
Yeah, silver.
Okay.
Or coins in general, I guess.
All right.
Figure out.
Hang on, 44, 49,
We took 9,200.
62, 64, 66, 69.
$179.
Ku's a strong gnome.
You take copper.
How much silver's left?
So I count that there is 9,200 taken, which leaves 2,000. What did I say? 9,200.
No,
So that's 2,800 left.
I can take another £5.
You'd be heavily encumbered then. Like...
Koo can take the rest.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, we'll leave the copper and all the silver's gone.
All right.
Do you guys mind if I just write it into my bank, or is that easiest for you guys?
Right. Put it in party leaders one thing, I think.
Yep, I'll do that. Just make it easier. But it's all our money. I'm not running.
Yeah, we can divvy out some of it later if we want to.
Okay.
Yeah, I've just put it in here just so I can know how much it is. I'll do that.
All right.
And I'll put the quiver, wand, and vial, bronze crown, the jade mug, and the silk robes into my bag, which doesn't count against my weight.
Okay.
So we've got everything apart from the copper.
All right. What's next?
So we'll load all the coins up.
The Tech Magic Show.
Koo says, let's go back to my place.
What is the Detect Magic Show?
Oh, the
Detect magic shows that the saddle is magic, the arrows are magic, the wand is magic, and that the vial is magic.
What about the ring and bloodstones? No magic?
No.
Just fancy.
It is a very pretty ring.
Do you want it?
I mean, I wouldn't say no.
It's yours then. Put a gold ring set with bloodstones into your inventory then. I'll
Yes.
consider mine.
In that case, I'll take a silk robe.
All right, I'll have one left in my inventory, and you've got one in yours. It's a silk robe with gold embossing, embroidery. Jimmy, I'll do the wand as well, and the vial.
You want a bottle?
What have you heard? So I'll keep it.
Back in a moment.
No worries.
Yeah.
Plus the platinum in the bank, so ignoring that, we are worth 22,500 gold.
Nice. I'll be right back because I really have to go to the toilet.
Carry on. Everybody take a little break.
Coffee, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Long time no see. There's a lot going on. Yeah, how's your granddad?
Yeah. Granddad's all right. Physically, he's getting better, but mentally, he's getting further.
That's really tough.
I'm quite young in that.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I can find out what your login is.
Let me check if I can see the users, because if you have the users, or if I can try and message you, maybe it will go to your email. Can you find it that way? I've got Clayton. I can't see anything about you, but I can send you a private message that might get sent to your email, whichever one you got registered. Is that all you'd need? Figure out the email you got associated. Is that all? If you get,
No, I doubt they would actually send it to the email.
but it might send a notification to the email that you have a message.
Give it a try.
Because if you have the email, you can reset your password. This is not. Still can't.
It was clutch.
Why was I worried for 2 weeks? Maybe because it was very scary. And we should have been worried.
I mean, it very nearly killed multiple of us
Yeah.
outright a couple of times. It was both weapons.
Neresis has learnt a new spell.
Great.
Speaking of Neresis, fucking charm person and suggestion really, really came at the right person, did the right thing at the right time. That's why we didn't die, actually.
Yeah, we would have died way earlier with the dragon and then the cobra.
Yeah, we would have been dead.
Yeah, split the fights up. It would have been interesting if we'd remembered about the concentration.
Yeah. Or, you know, telling the dragon to move and not say a word.
Yeah. But first time using it, you know,
Yeah.
refine it for next time.
I just love the go to the corner, you've been a bad boy.
You'll sit in the corner and you will think about what you've done.
All I get at level 6 is expertise, which gives me 2 more proficiencies.
Which is pretty handy.
Not bad, but I don't know what it looks like. Strength, maybe. Because then it would put it into positive. That actually wouldn't be too bad. My athletics.
You're allowed to, instead of increasing ability scores, pick a feat, but there are some feats that I will not allow.
That's okay. I'll maybe private
And
message you.
I'll be capricious about that as well. So I know, for example, that nobody may have the lucky feat.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about like letting it slide, but
If you roll
potentially
a 1,
modifying it in the
you
game.
turn.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens. With
I
that.
believe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Lucky feat is
Because I had-
if you roll a 1, you re-roll, right?
Yeah.
Lucky feat is you can roll another dice alongside whatever.
You just
and
roll with
pick
advantage.
pick which result you want.
Yeah.
It's just the big part because you have disadvantage. You roll an extra dice and you pick which of the 3 dice you want. Yeah. Yeah.
Oof.
That's why it's
So it negates
ridiculous.
disadvantage.
It gives you super advantage basically. You get to pick from 3 dice. It's ridiculously strong. And 3 times a day.
Yeah.
It is bullshit.
Yes.
Is there anything else you wouldn't?
I haven't decided yet, David.
That's okay.
Try your luck, mate. That's all I can say.
Now I just need to think about my character. What would he pick? See, get a bracelet. It's WW. he smoked one too many times on the pirate ship.
Now I get 2 attacks per action.
Oh damn! So he's permanently hasted.
Pretty much. Well, if I get hasted, then I attack 4 times.
And with Neresis being level 5, every short rest, she gets all of her bardic inspirations back.
She's gonna be just dropping those bardic inspirations like.
Speaking of, she should probably get her bagpipes repaired because they were kind of half destroyed by the dragon.
Joe, perhaps you want a secondary instrument just in case.
She actually has a lute
Oh, there you go.
and a flute, but she doesn't use the flute for sentimental reasons. Yeah.
Backstory.
Yep. Yeah, also, her performance and persuasion are now at plus 11.
11.
Yep.
Oh, you might. Just remember that has a consequence too.
Oh yeah, I've seen all of the TikToks about horny bards.
Now I've got donkey and dragon in my head.
Yeah, actually, one of the stories I read, someone DM me a campaign accidentally played through the donkey dragon scene because the bard character's name was actually Donkey. And Donkey seduced the dragon in his campaign.
Okay. So you've chosen your spell. Everybody's leveled up to the extent that they're going to done everything they need to do. Yep. What is next?
We're going to go back.
Okay. So Ku says, bye, everybody.
Cool hug.
Ku welcomes the hug and gives Zane's ass a little squeeze and a wink and says, see you later, big boy. And
If I see you first.
Oh, God.
so you head back. You're guided down the side of the Basson Plateau near the river, and you see from that vantage point, you can see what appear to be small groups of hobgoblins, sort of moving their way back towards the fortress, and you're guided down, and you can see that Ji Young appears to be now completely abandoned. And Ku, who actually guides you there, says, there's one more boat down there at Ji Young.
Okay.
And so you make your way down and through the town, which is now cold and deserted. And sure enough, there's a boat there. And you get in it and make your way back to Garrick's Ford. And you arrive back at Garrick's Ford, and Garrick's Ford is bustling with soldiers wearing the insignia of Duke Jassar, and the streets are alive to the stories of daring do and so forth. And so there you are. What do you want to do?
Suppose we need to see the steward.
Yeah,
Sovenar?
Sovenar's steward?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that what you do?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You head down, and as you arrive, the steward's face lights up and says, "My lords and lady." Well,
I said it to myself.
He says, "Forgive me. I'm just so pleased to see you. It's these are certainly amazing days. Let me take you to see Sir Vinar immediately. He's not as well as last time you were here.
Is he okay?
He took a serious injury in the battle of Garrick's Ford."
There was a battle?
Yeah. Yeah, Mindalis was drunk and slept through it.
An alcoholic.
Slept through it. So you're ushered in, and Sir Vinar is slouched in his chair, and you can see he's been bandaged up, but you can see the blood coming through the bandages, and he looks ashen. And people are tending to his wounds. Clerics are doing things and so forth, but it doesn't look good. And he looks up at you and he says, "You've returned. What have you managed to achieve?"
Apok is down. He's dead. He tried to tame a red dragon to provide aerial support to his fight against the town. I'm not sure if the word we sent was in time, but we dispatched him and the Red Dragon.
Superb. I'm sure my lord just will be. And he dies.
Can Jimmy just go to dying?
The steward immediately hangs his head and walks up and puts his hand on Servanar's shoulder and just mutters, and everyone else in the room sort of bows their head and say prayers. What do you guys do?
I bow my head too.
The steward comes and ushers you out, says we must make preparations for Servanar's funeral. There will need to be a new proxy for Duke Jassar appointed. I don't know who that will be yet, but I'm sure Duke Jassar would welcome you bringing this news to him. Your colleague Mindatus has entirely failed to cover himself in glory at the Antlered God during the Battle of Garrick's Ford, where we managed to defeat Apoc's army. So you might want to relieve Jinnah of his drain on the inn's supplies, and perhaps make your way down to Jassar.
My thanks.
What would you like to do now?
We'll go to Jinnah.
You go to Jinnah, and Jinnah says, "All right then, boys. How's it going?"
I'll stick out my hand in like hearty friendship handshake and go, "How are you?"
Well, I gotta say, I was shitting myself for a while when I saw that army coming over the horizon. But, I gotta say that having an army in town is mighty good for business. I've been selling so much booze, you would not believe it. I'm nearly out. If it wasn't bad enough with your mate over there drinking me out of house and home, this army would have done it. I've just about run out of beer. I'm all out of wine, and I'm all out of spirits.
Nearly shit yourself when you saw that encroaching army. Let me tell you, Jinnah, I did shit myself when I saw a red dragon.
Red dragon?
Yep.
Nah, you're pulling my leg.
I'll pull out the dagger that I haven't cleaned and say, "This blood, it ain't people blood."
Red dragon. Well, that's fantastic. Well, look, if you want to spend the night, it's on me.
Let me at least pay you for Mindatus. Thank you for looking after him.
Oh no, look, you're right. I've had my fun with him. So, look, if it wasn't so easy to make him wet himself, I might not have had so much fun. But the number of times he's woken up with wet breeches, wondering what happened, and I've just been sitting here chuckling into my beer, it has been a laugh.
I missed you, Jinnah.
Well, as I say, spend the night before you head out of town. I'm sure your mate will be happy to see you. He's been bitching and moaning about some broad named Arlene. I don't know who she is, but Lord help her if she's got anything to do with this bloke.
Yeah, we'll take you up on that offer. Do you have any news from our mutual friend? Is he looking for any work to be done? Nine Eyes.
Oh. Well, no, because that heavy water gang, they've recovered themselves, and they've really got a stranglehold in here on Garrick's Ford now. So Nine Eyes, they don't really have much to do about Garrick's Ford anymore. It's all heavy water gang.
Maybe just so I don't cross any territories, is there any place I should avoid? Should I avoid here now?
Oh, no, I just, wouldn't necessarily go flashing your credentials, if you know what I mean.
I do. And I'll tap my nose. And
he taps his nose, and it's a much bigger nose.
And I'll just thank him again, and I'll go sit next to Mindatus, but not too close, as the smell of urine hits my nose.
Yeah.
How does he look? Does he still got his dick on his face?
He looks like there is a small pool of drool gathering on his clavicle where it has been dripping down from his mouth.
I might just leave it there, actually. I don't know about you guys. I'm going to go to bed. What's the time? Is it?
Yeah, it's time for bed.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, absolutely exhausted. He looks like he's fine where he is.
All right. The following day, you come down for breakfast, and Mindaris is still in the same position but conscious and eating eggs.
How's it going?
Did I miss anything?
What a red dragon. Didn't die. How about you?
Big red dragon or like the one we killed last time?
Big red dragon.
Bigger.
It was fuck off huge.
It was not.
It was massive.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Its tail was almost as big as my penis. It was crazy.
Does cure wounds restore hair?
Eyebrowless.
I
would
don't know
I
the
would say
answer.
no. In which case, Neresis has just been sitting here bald because the dragon charred her to death.
What's the state of your lips? Do you have any? Or are you just constantly smiling in a really creepy way?
Yeah, that's right. You don't have any. Your muscle is exposed because you don't have any skin. No.
Well, cure wounds would have restored the skin,
Yes, I
but
know.
not the hair.
Just being silly. All right.
Keep beard is now gone.
Yes.
We're on our way to the king. You wanna come with? Or are you still on business?
Well, I don't know what the fuck happened to Arlene. So I might as well rejoin the. Although I think I'll have a shower first.
Yeah, that might be best. While he has a shower, I might go out. Do you need anything from the shops? I'm just gonna go get some potions.
Some new pants.
Maybe. All right, I'll eyeball it. Extra small, got it.
All right. So you buy him some new clothes.
Yep, and potions of healing.
Yes, you can buy. How many do you want?
I'll probably take about 10. I've got 1.
You can't have 10. There aren't 10.
I'll get 5.
You can have 5. Yes, you can have 5.
Okay, so
I'll go
Yes.
with Zane. Is there a hair growing potion I can buy?
A hair growing potion.
Or a wig?
As you walk through the market square of Garrick's Ford, you hear somebody from there saying, "We've got tinctures, we've got balms, we've got salves to ease your worried mind."
A
What would
wandering
you go for?
skeleton with piss in a bottle.
Oh yeah, I've got oils and balms that will thicken your hair and promote hair growth. Very good for the balding and the bald.
How much for how much?
Well, it's 3 gold pieces for you.
I'll give the 3 gold.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, give me the potion.
Now, what you got to do here, right? You apply this to your skin on a full moon, and you got to make sure that you've got some holy water with you as well to massage it into the scalp with. And once you've done that, if you just wait a few months, you'll get your hair back.
I start putting my 3 gold back.
Yeah, okay.
You've already
Is there,
paid the 3 gold.
Yeah, all right.
is there somewhere where I can buy a wig?
Yes, there is somewhere you can buy a wig.
Awesome.
So there's a wig shop, in fact, in Garrick's Ford, world famous for its wigs, Garrick's Ford. No, there's nowhere you can buy a wig.
Fuck. I'm just gonna be bald, okay? I'm just the bald half-elf bard.
Don't worry, after you apply this balm with some holy water on the full moon, 3 months later you'll have some hair.
Other place where I bought potions of healing. Can I ask him about?
It's a temple. There's a temple of
temple?
Kale and a temple of Bristlewick.
Okay. Let's say it was Kale.
Yes.
Can I ask them inquire about a potion called Potion of Dragon Strength?
Oh, yeah?
Do you sell that too?
No.
Do you know anyone who might?
No.
No worries. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll just take the 250. 50 gold a piece for the healing.
Okay.
Is it? Okay,
Yes,
cool.
it is.
All right. Done.
For you, heroes.
Sarcastic.
Okay,
done.
All right.
Barrett's just going to go to the Temple of Rissel.
Bristlewick.
He's going to find a nice kind of quiet corner and just sit and take care of his blade.
Have a pray
Mm-hmm.
in the temple of Bristlewick. Okay. Yes, good. The temple, the priest of Bristlewick comes and says to you, "Hello, my child. What bring you? Are you a servant of Bristlewick?"
I am indeed.
Well, welcome to our humble temple. We are all fond adherents of Bristlewick here. Tell me, what have you done lately to purify the world?
I've started by focusing on purifying myself and becoming the best version of myself I can be. And I've since headed out into the wild with a group and have done a job of purifying evil from the forms of APOC and Dragon that were set to lay waste to Garrick's Ford.
Mm. Yes, well, it's certainly the slaying of dragons bent only on destruction is a purifying deed for certain. For Bristlewick, it's Bristlewick. We don't hold that all of the world's humanoids are necessarily good or bad. There is good and bad in everyone. And you've got to learn to give, you've got to learn to live with each other. You've got to learn to do what it takes to survive together alive. But APOC certainly was bent on destruction and purifying the world of his foul presence is a mighty thing to have done. So, yes, good job. Have a piety point. Did you do it in Bristlewick's name?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'll let you off this time. But as a future reference, it says that so long as you if you feel like you are purifying the world in some way, be sure to let everybody know that you do so in Bristlewick's name. Anything else before you leave Garrick's Ford?
I'm done. I've got your pants.
Okay. All right. Well, you head to Jassar, and again, you are ushered into the castle at Jassar by the steward, who this time says, "We have heard word of your deeds, and the Duke himself wishes to see you." Have you seen the Duke before?
Once before.
Once before, when you came back to clear his name. That's right. And the Duke, you were ushered before the Duke, and he said, "Ah, yes, I hear that you have performed great deeds. Tell me, when you visited the Dwarven Fortress, what did you find there?"
We entered from the base and came upon hobgoblins which we dispatched. There's a number that did escape us because we were wearied.
Yes.
When we passed through as quickly as we could to find APOC, we came to the top level. We saw their war room and dispatched, I believe, his lieutenant, a female who looked like however she looked.
Yes, from what I understand, his second in command was his wife.
Well, she was.
Hmm.
No longer.
Hmm.
I'll explain the lay of the map.
Yes.
I noted the map over there.
Yep.
And then we discovered that APOC wasn't there. So we continued on to the Gnomish village that Ku is from.
Ah.
You're familiar with Ku?
No.
Ku is a guide, a Gnomish guide, who has been instrumental in helping us. So we took brief rests in the Gnomish cave village, and then went and met the red dragon that APOC was looking to recruit to lay destruction to Jasar as a third arm on an otherwise pincer attack.
Well, you have certainly ensured our success in the Battle of Garrick's Ford. APOC's army routed our forces at Harmsburn and lay some part of their forces remained to lay siege to Castle Harm to prevent those forces from being able to come and assist when the bulk of APOC's army then marched on Garrick's Ford. A couple of boatloads of his forces tried to come via the river, but they were a rabble without any effective leadership, and we were able to see them off. But had his wife led that force and properly, and had he also arrived mounted on Zufulong, then I'm assuming you said Zufulong, we would have been defeated. We were hard pressed to win as it was, but we managed to prevail, and it was thanks to you. I hope you managed to reap some reward from the dragon's lair.
There was some gold lying around.
In advance of your arrival, I've given some thought to what might be an appropriate reward for your efforts. And in this instance, I feel that mere coins alone are insufficient. And so I present to you this original map of Metzu and its neighbours by Eltiasa Thosur. Eltiasa Thosur, a renowned cartographer who recently died here in Jasar. His works are frequently copied, but this original of Metzu and its neighbours is priceless. You may try to sell it, I suppose, if you're inclined to do so, but the original itself, I would never sell it. It is itself hundreds of years old, and he opens it up for you, and you can now see it in the Metzu Maps channel on the server. He says, you are, do with it what you will, but this is one of my most prized possessions.
I'll bow deeply and say, my king, I'm almost without words. My deepest thanks at this honor. Such a great prize, though. Do you know, is there any enchantment on it to keep it from spoiling? Because I I shuddered to even touch it.
He says, not enchantment. It's not enchanted, but it is exceptionally well preserved. And he says, I have kept it in my vault. Some have told me that they thought it was it ought to be framed and hung for display, but that's not my want. I'm a military man. I'm not an art lover.
Yeah, my understanding with these kind of things is that the darker the place, the better anyway.
Mm. He says, yes, he says, thank you again for all your efforts. And you referred to me as your king. I am not yet the king of Metzu, though some say I may soon be once the council meets. But for now, I am merely a duke.
I was speaking perhaps aspirationally.
All right.
Forgive me.
That takes us up to 3:00. Clayton, I'm sorry, it was.
No, it's good to.
Actually, be at the table is a good thing.
Yeah.
Whilst you've got a bit of time, I don't know if Jeff is still on the channel. No, he's gone. But it might be a convenient time to spend a couple of minutes reviewing where you're up to and if you have untied ends to contemplate what you might do next.
I think we need to go back to Port Rose. We need to check on our bank vault. I don't know how long it's been.
Yeah. Make sure that we're paid up for a bit more longer.
We may
deposit more coins in there.
Yeah.
There's also all that stuff up north with like Progath and.
That's what I'm thinking. If we can tie off Port Raz, then we can go to Progath. The heavy water gang's causing me some frustration, but I think they're now.
Yeah.
Like in there versus not.
Barrett needs to see someone from Nine Eyes at some point.
Yeah, me too. Just for general catch-ups. I'm actually not liking the vault that much. Like I feel like we could probably do it better ourselves. We can't spend that money unless we're in Portrait, unless there are bank tellers with electronic transfer.
Well, if we go to the vault, we can store painting. And I was thinking at some point we're going to need a home base to set up. So maybe we should start looking into how much
dead bodies still
Yeah,
hanging
yeah,
from the
yeah.
tree.
Well,
somewhere
you
in
know
the
what?
wild.
That's a lesson to someone.
Yeah, I mean, even if we went back there and renovated it,
Maybe we do that. Maybe we need like an RP session.
and just
Get some affairs in us. We can go from there. Like, ideally, I would
just
like
look into the pricing of how much it might cost to build either like a small castle or just a building or something. You know,
I would like some.
and the staff to maintain it. Kind of.
It would be expensive, but maybe I don't know what the prices are, but maybe we can start looking at. What I want is something that's fortified, has a secret escape route, and a really good vault.
To be honest, I was expecting the Duke to bestow upon us some sort of title from that.
Do you know what? Well, I wonder if we could ask the Duke if we might have quarters at the castle.
All right. I think Neresis, Victoria, you're still there, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right. So Neresis and Barak both leveled up. Is that right?
Yep.
But Jimmy didn't.
No, he leveled up last session. So.
He did.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm still confused as to how he got ahead of Nurses and I in experience, but I can't remember if he missed a session or missed something.
Well, I was out for a session.
Yeah, you were up for a session. I thought I was there for every session, but maybe I missed one. I can't remember.
Oh, well.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know either. We are where we are, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Victoria, same time, same channel in 2 weeks' time.